Bethany, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this butterfly lock look using all BOBBIBOSS products. So before we get into the tutorial, I'm going to show you guys what hair I used. So for this look, I used two different textures of hair. The first one that I used was the BOBBIBOSS Brazilian New Twist hair in the color number 4 and in 14 inches. And I also used the BOBBIBOSS Brazilian Water Curl in the color T1B27 and in 20 inches. Later on in the video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the amount of packs I used, how long this took me, and all of that information toward the end. But right now, let's just get into the tutorial. So this is the BOBBIBOSS New Twist hair. This is what it looks like out of the pack. I did go ahead and wash this hair before I installed it. I will say that it is a little bit coarser than typical braiding hair, but the good thing is that because it is a little bit coarser, it really grips onto the water curl hair really easily. There's no problems with the locks slipping or anything like that because this is a little bit more textured than normal braiding hair. I feel like it just really locks the locks in place so that they don't slip. So that's a good thing. Another thing is that it's already sectioned for you. Right out the pack, already sectioned, makes it really, really nice and easy for you. First thing that we are going to do is take a piece of our new twist hair and I'm gonna divide it in half. Now, if you want a thicker lock, you don't have to do this. I kind of went for some medium-sized locks. Some of them are quite large in diameter, like this one. And I think this one I did end up using one full piece. But if you wanted them a little bit smaller, like the ones that I have here in front, here are a little bit smaller, then you can go ahead and divide this in half. So I'm just gonna divide it in half. Again, super easy to handle. And then we're gonna take a piece of our water curl hair. This one's just a little bit messy, but this is the water curl hair up close. Really, really soft texture. Again, really easy to use. I've worked with this hair before and it is so soft. Again, they're already divided for you and everything, makes it super easy. So if you wanted a thicker lock, you could go ahead and use 2 pieces of this and a full piece of the new twist hair. If you wanted a thicker lock, it will make a really, really thick lock, so just keep that in mind. I ended up using, for the most part, I ended up just using 1 piece, but every once in a while I did use 2 pieces. I will say that when you use 2 pieces, it is easier to achieve a more messy sort of look, as you can see with like this one right here. Since I am going to be doing just the last 3 little sections that I have in the front, I do want those a little bit thinner. So I'm going to go ahead and just use 1 piece of hair. So we're just going to fluff this out. You can just start at the ends and start breaking it apart. Just like so. It's always easier to do it from the ends and work your way toward the center of the piece. Once I kind of have the ends fluffed out, what I'll do is I'll grab a section in the middle and then sort of start ripping it apart like that. You see how it's making it real nice and fluffy like this. So there we go, that's our piece. And then we have our half piece of new twist hair and we're gonna be crocheting these in right now. So another thing that you are gonna need is a latch hook. All right, excuse a little indentations on my forehead from my beanie. But this is my last little section of hair right here. We are going to be splitting this in half, just like so. I'm not using a comb or anything because I don't want it to be perfect. And I'm just going to be tucking this under my ear. So I'm just gonna go ahead and braid my hair. And I'm just gonna braid halfway down. You don't have to braid all the way down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my new twist hair and the Brazilian water curl hair that we just fluffed out. I'm gonna grab my latch hook. We're going to slide it underneath this braid that we just made. And we're gonna take this section of hair and pull it through So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take the water curl hair and I'm gonna slide it all the way until it starts to get lighter on the ends. So right about here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of this hair, my natural hair, the new twist hair, and the end of the water curl hair, and I'm just gonna start wrapping. You don't want to do this too tightly either, but not so loose that it's gonna slip. So just take it and wrap it around the base. And make sure you're kind of fluffing the hair as you go, because that's the key here. You want it to be nice and fluffy as you're wrapping. You want to wrap kind of loose. That's kind of what gives it that messy texture. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thumb and put it in between the hair to create kind of a loop, but continue to wrap. And then a key here is I'm going to wrap over my thumb again just to secure that in. Let it go and continue wrapping under that loop that I just made. Okay, I'll do that maybe 2 little wraps and then do it again. Put my thumb through a section, wrap over, let it go, and keep going all the way down. So again, just taking the thumb, putting it in between the section and continuing to wrap around and then over the thumb to secure, and keep wrapping down like so. Right, so this is how it's looking so far. So what you're gonna wanna do toward the end is take your thumb again, just like this. You're gonna take your thumb, you're gonna wrap the hair around your thumb, and then you're gonna keep wrapping around the lock, but you're gonna go upwards this time. All right, so you got the little section of hair, it's wrapped around your thumb, and then you're gonna keep wrapping around the section, but you're gonna go upwards. And when you're wrapping upwards, you want to do it a little tightly just to make sure that it's nice and secure and your lock isn't going to slip. You're going to be taking your thumb, wrapping upward, letting that piece go, wrapping again. I'm actually going to go back down again because I want it to be this little ombre look. So now we're getting more towards this little blonde or this like copper color. So now I'm going to start wrapping down to get more of that ombre effect. So just going to wrap, take a little section in the middle, keep wrapping to create that little loop, let it go. Go down, and I'm just gonna wrap all the way until you can't wrap anymore, and that's what's gonna keep it nice and secure. So there we go. That's what we just made right now. Very, very secure. If I tug it toward the bottom, nothing is gonna slip. And really, really flexible. See? Nice and flexible. It's not stiff at all. Really, really nice. Has nice shine. The last thing that you're gonna need to do is take your scissors and cut off the excess braiding hair. You always wanna make sure that you're not gonna cut off your natural hair. So I'm just making sure that this is 100% new twist hair. I just wanna cut it. So here we go, that's the end right there. I really like this style. It's super easy, you guys. You can do all kinds of styles with it if you wanted to do like some space buns, or you wanted to do like a half up, half down thing. It's super flexible, really, really cute, really, really easy style. So this style took me about 7 hours to do. I have exactly 40 locks in my hair. I ended up using 5 packs 2.5 of the water curl, and 1.5 of the new twist hair. Yeah, this is it. This is the final look. Here's a close-up of my locks. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today, you guys. I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.